some details, because I really have no recollection of the bike now, like what it is like to ride. While the engine, it's clear, is a step up, the heaviness remains.
Yes.
It's better on the highway.
It's decent in all situations.
So city, do you feel the weight as the combination of factors and but with the engine being better, I'm guessing it's better there as well.
Think about it like the classic 350 in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
In the classic 350, you never think of that motorcycle as light-footed or sophisticated, but you cotton on to the idea saying, oh, that's a bad road, oh, it'll absorb it. The Scram is very much in the same mood, but with more travel. So in the city, it will absorb everything. It will absorb everything reasonably well. It's easy to steer. You just have a sense of, I'm wearing heavy boots. Have you ever worn army DMS boots? Right? I spent my college wearing the DMS boots. Every single time I wore a new boot, because I wore them down to 0 sole, right? I felt like my feet had become heavier. And for a while, until I got used to it, they changed slightly my gait and my awareness of where my feet were going. The Scram is sort of like that. So you have this sense of the bottom end of my engine is heavy. My wheels are heavy. Is it a bad feeling? No, you're aware of it. And then you sort of make the connection saying, that's what makes the suspension work so well. Okay. But the Himalayan, for example, to take a reference, is a very different feeling. The Himalayan can feel top heavy. So what that also means is you never feel the weight of the wheels or the crankcase, as it were. And then when the Showas, which are awesome, when they come into their own and they're absorbing the bad roads, you have clear feedback saying, what did I just go over? How much did the suspension move? And the Scram doesn't have that feedback. But if you think about the personality of the motorcycle, it doesn't need the feedback. It just needs to say, hey, I got this, you have fun. And that's exactly how the ride quality works out.
Does it have USB ports or anything?
I didn't check, honestly. I'm telling you, I looked up the spec under duress because I'm saying the spec is going to lead the story astray.
Actually, I would say even if you're not looking to buy this, even if you're not interested in it, what you should absolutely do is ride this bike, because the one thing that this bike has is a very clear character and personality, which frankly, I don't think we have experienced in a long time, that it's so well defined. It's just, it feels special. It feels one of a kind. And just to have that sense of how a machine can be so clear about what it is, whatever it may be, right? You should experience it. And it is not a question of specs, because that is not it's really like magic. It's an accident that's happened because
No, I'm saying if you want to lead yourself astray, the Duke 200 is a 25 bhp motorcycle. The Scram 440 is also 25 bhp.
Yeah.
Go try to equate the two. Oh my God.
And this we've seen time and again. There are some vehicles that come across that are much more than the sum of the specs or the engineering that they've gone through. It's almost like an accident that happened per chance, and they've become special. And you cannot recreate that specialness in so many vehicles you see. And it feels that way.
In some ways, Royal Enfield is super lucky, right? Because they didn't do much work on this project, and look how good this motorcycle turned out.
It's still an irony. It's coming at this point in time.
Yeah.
That's what I was going
back so actually, we started getting indications that the Scram 440 was coming a little bit before the GST revisions. And before the GST revision, it was the same price as the classic 350, more or less. And then at the GST revision, suddenly it became like, it starts sort of where the classic 350 ends and sits above the classic 350.
Oh man, imagine sitting under the classic 350.
And when you look at the ride quality, the way it feels, the way it comes together, how retro it feels as an experience, it's literally a rival to the classic 350 in the strangest and oddest of ways.
And as much as I love the classic 350, you ask me right now to pick between and I've ridden it that little. I can't straight up just jump as usual and say classic 350.
Yeah.
I can't. I'll be there like on the fence and like, oh.
Yeah.
All right.
The Scram 440 feels like what the Himalayan 411 should originally have been. And then it would have been a smash hit. What am I talking about? The latest episode of MotorInc First is just dropped on the app. It's free to watch. The app is always free to download and the sign up is super simple. Come join us there.